Hi guys, welcome back to the studio and happy 10th video! 10 videos, guys, 10! Oh, I'm so excited. This is a major milestone for me and I just can't believe I didn't do this earlier. I am so excited to be putting these videos out for you guys and can't believe it, we're in double digits. So excited. Because it's the 10th video and I've grown so much, I wanted to show you guys another way in which I've grown, meaning my artwork. Because let's be honest, whenever you start drawing, you kind of suck at it. Everybody does. I thought it would be cool to go over my high school sketchbook with you guys to show you my growth as an artist. I am not one of those people that keeps their sketchbooks. So what you see is the only thing that I have, and I think that the earliest drawing is maybe 14. I started drawing in 6th grade. And it was something that I did every day just as a personal hobby. I only took one art class in high school, my freshman year. If you guys want to know the story about my journey, let me know in the comments and I can talk to you about how I got onto the path where I am. All right, I think that's enough intro. Let's get into this sketchbook. So I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, that's not a sketchbook, what is that? Yes, it's a binder. In high school, and what I continue to do to this day is if I create something that I really like, I actually take it out of that sketchbook and put it in a sheet protector inside of a binder. Okay, so just looking at the cover, can you tell about the time that I was in high school? Alrighty, you ready for this? Oh man. Most of my pages are labeled with my initials and turned into a symbol and then my age. So I drew this when I was 15. I was obsessed with this symbol, so you might see this a lot. I can't tell you what it means, it's just something that I drew one day and I liked it. There's this artist, her name's Josephine Wall, and she does a lot of this kind of stuff where she'll like put a bunch of artworks within an artwork, and my friend introduced me to her around this time, so I wanted to try my hand at it. I was also kind of a romantic in high school, so you might see some of that. And this was done with Prismacolor colored pencils, and I didn't know how to use them, clearly. The closest I got was probably the skin on this fairy. Oh my god, look how tiny this nose is. What is that? How do you even smell out of that? Moving on. So I drew this when I was in 17. They are not in chronological order. I put them in order of what I liked the best. So I guess high school Chelsea really liked this one because it was in the front. But yeah, so funny story, I drew this dragon while I was in Saturday school. Also 17, apparently I didn't want to draw another eye. And I was trying out a different type of eye here too. Still learning here, obviously. Mixture of marker and colored pencil, but I put a background, which is something I almost never did. Oh my gosh, I remember being super proud of this one when I was 17, but just looking at it, I think the proportions are a little bit off. And I was proud of the hair. I went in with an eraser and erased out some highlights, which is something I never did. And I never shaded really either, so it's interesting that this one is shaded also. All right, another weird proportion thing, but I was actually drawing myself in one of my dresses that I went to this dance in, and I had bangs in this haircut whenever I was in high school. It's kind of a similar haircut to this one, actually. So yeah, just a little self-portrait. I drew the head way too big, way too wide. Her eyes are way too wide. But I don't want to actually criticize myself throughout this whole sketchbook video because I have obviously improved like a lot. So this is actually, gosh, 16 and I am 29 now. So this was 13 years ago. There's that. Moving on. This was a redraw. So this was one of my friend's characters, I think, and she drew her and I liked it so much that I redrew her. Do I have the other one? Oh, look, the other one's on here. So this was in the back. I don't like drawing or putting drawings in the back usually. But I did change my mind about that for the binders for my current work. But anyways, so yeah, this was her drawing. I redrew it. And she dated it 2007. Wow, 2007. Okay, so the next drawing, just a big anime face. Apparently I just really wanted to draw faces at this point. 15, this one was 14. Hey, look, I drew that when I was 14. So I guess this is kind of like a redraw almost. 14, so this is the main character in a book that I was writing. Same character, different outfit. 14, I liked it so much that I kept it in here even though it got something spilled on it. I don't know what happened. 15, I drew this in math class. Kind of like a Tim Burton inspired chibi thing. And then just I sectioned off the paper and drew something different in each of the sections, and I only had a red and a black pen, so I made it work with red and black. I think this one's fun. I want to do something similar to this. I think it would be cool. Drew this when I was 16. This would be a good redraw too. A lot of these would be really great redraws. Oh man. I drew this on a Saturday when I was 15 during the summertime with a friend. She told me to draw something, so she said Mermaid Fairy, and I told her to draw something, and I can't remember what it was, but no longer held below others. Oh goodness. Philosophical. That's who I was, guys. Philosophical. This is a villain from a book. One of my favorite books, actually. It's called Soulmate. This is just for fun. Cool that I shaded it though. Again, I don't usually shade very much. This is supposed to be another one of those that was like the very first page, but I just did not like it. It was really imaginative though, so I kept it. Oh, mermaid doing the hair flip. Look at that. Mermaid hair flip for the win. I love these long, graceful lines. Oh, that was my favorite part of this whole thing. 15, another just random girl with long hair. A guy! Dude, I never draw guys. I never draw guys. So, yeah. Okay, look, there's that character again. Oh no, this is a different one. So the idea, the premise behind this character, she was in 2 different stories that I had, and she had 2 different names. Her name was Viviana in my personal story, and her name was Sable in a story I was writing with my friend. The premise was that you would cross these, it was like a big island that had a bunch of different realms, and every time you'd cross into the realm, you would change. So this is the vampire realm. And so this is what she looks like as a vampire. Oh, look, I even named them day outfit, special occasions, and night. Cool. This is her as a witch. I looked at a lot of references from Final Fantasy X-2 for this one, like specifically like the Black Mage outfit. But there is a dress that she has on. It's like a mini dress, and then her cloak goes over the dress, so that's what it looks like all together. So yeah, witch form. 15 again. 15 again. Apparently I drew a lot when I was 15, but this is a unicorn place, so I only gave her 2 forms, and it was because she could turn into a unicorn, which I think is, yeah, on this page. So when she was not in unicorn form, she was like this, which I totally, looking at it now, back then I don't think I thought about it, but looking at it now, I really think I stole this from the last unicorn. She's totally Lady Amalthea after she turns into a unicorn. But then she eventually gets all armored up in armor that's obviously not going to protect her, but whatever. So that's her as a unicorn. Actually, that's a Pegasus. That's not a unicorn. Let's be honest. And then there's a dragon realm. Can't have a unicorn realm without a dragon realm, but I don't think I drew her as a dragon. 15 again. Wizard. So my idea was that the witch and the wizard were two different realms. So you would have a witch outfit and a wizard outfit. Oh, here's a cute mermaid. Okay, so this is her as the mermaid in the mermaid realm. These are supposed to be scales that kind of disappear into her skin so that you can see it's one piece. And I drew her fluke here. This was just a dress inspired by Queen Serenity's dress from Sailor Moon. Drew that when I was 17. Oh, this is a gatekeeper. Okay, so this is from one of my other stories, the one that I've probably put the most work into. And so these are like gold ribbons that she's wrapped around that make up her clothes. And it's pretty scandalous and skimpy, and it wouldn't be comfortable for sure. But anyways, so I had this scene in my head of like the main character having to go through this gate and go through this trial with this chick. And so I drew her. And I've always been super proud of this one. It'd be fun to redraw that as well. 15. Some random chick with powers and angel wings, I guess. 15. I like the see-through dress though, it's interesting. 16. 16, I was inspired by some, I don't even know what you call them, like the dresses and stuff where you had to wear that collar thing. That's what that was. And I tried to do a different face. I don't really like it, but I like the rest of this. Oh, okay, so this is a character from my friend's book, because that's what we did in high school. We got together and we wrote books. So this was her character, and apparently she just got out of a fight or something? I don't know. She asked me to draw her, so I did. Oh, this one's so cute still. I still think she's so cute. Maybe it's just the fact that it makes me think of Christmas time, and it's my favorite time of the year, but she's so cute. And I drew little snowflakes, and I shaded her, actually tried, and I think I did pretty good. Good job, 16-year-old Chelsea, for taking that time. This kind of reminds me of Elsa's dress in Olaf's Adventure. Is that what that one's called? But I drew this way before that came out, so yeah. Shauna, she is the main character in that story with the gatekeeper I was telling you about. Oh, 15. Felt like drawing a belly dancer apparently, so let me dance for you. 15. I drew this based on a reference in a magazine. I still remember that because I tried really hard with the pants. Still practicing. Ugh, I love this one. Maybe because it's all swirly. Anytime I have this big hair, I would hate having that much hair, let's be honest. But drawing it is so fun. Because, in cartoon land, it never gets in the way, right? I need to redraw this one too. Ugh. Guys, I'm getting so inspired by my old stuff. This is why you need to keep your stuff. Oh, look, I drew a dude and it's not terrible. It's not the best, but it's not terrible. I remember somebody challenged me. They were like, put together, I think they said a horse, a mermaid, and a Pegasus or something. I don't remember. They challenged me to put together a bunch of random crap. Oh, and a lion? I don't know. So I did. And I won because this could totally be a character in a video game. Just saying. I mean, minus his ginormous head. Oh, look, a guy. Oh, and this always made me think of a music video or something. But I think that she's tranced out. This is the back of her head and her ear. It's one of those scenes where you kind of see it's fading between two different views or whatever. Mostly because I drew a background too, and I never draw backgrounds ever. But I even drew the little fairy that's behind him. Ugh, good job, 15-year-old Chelsea. Ugh, my friends gave me so much grief over this because they're like, he's looking up her skirt. But I was thinking about ballet, And so I wanted to draw like a dancing scene, and so I did, but then they are all like making fun of me. Also, why didn't I draw color in his hair? Like, I took all the time to like do all this extra crap, but I didn't color in his hair. Oh, look, it's another, oh no, this is, I think this is from this one. Yep, this is from that story. So this is the first story that I drew that I was making up myself. And there she is, 16. Oh my gosh, I love this one. I will always love this one. I think I could probably do it much better now, but oh man, back in the day, I love this one. I just love the dynamic of an angel being like, who is turned into a snake, but is also being eaten by that snake. It's like, it's almost like your conscience versus like the bad part of you fighting each other. And I just, so good. Okay, so I loved it so much. I scanned it in and printed it and then colored the copies. Look, I did a blue one and green, and then I did a red one. And I did this when I was 17, and she's just kind of sleeping over here, but she's like crying over here. Really strange. But yeah. I was super proud of this too. I think I just drew this when I was bored, but I even took it to my old art teacher years later. This is my senior year because I was 17. And I was like, look how awesome I am. Look what I did. And she was just like, okay. So I drew this for a friend when I was 17. And then I made copies of it. I don't know why. I actually signed it with a real signature too. That's weird. I love this one too. I was upset one day, so I decided to draw how upset I was. It used to embarrass me to show people this, but like I put so much detail into the mouth and the face, and it's just probably the most expressive thing I've ever done. So I'm still kind of proud of it, even though it's a little depressing. But 17. There's one back here, which I never did, but okay. Just a girl in a bath towel, I guess. And then this one was like a snake person and like a tiger person, like in love or something, because their tails wrap around each other. This is another one of those, I wanted to draw like a bunch of different things in one. This was a tattoo I drew when I was 18 for somebody that I worked with, and they didn't like it, so it was a waste of time. I like it. Another one of those weird like combination drawings. So we have a little devil with their wings, a little angel with her wings, and then like clean sky, pretty sky, and like fire. This is the angel side, and that's the devil side. Oh, I watched A Walk to Remember, and then someone spilled water on this, but I really enjoyed the way that it looked. The song Only Hope, and then he kisses her after. Thought it was super sweet. There's this one. I get some Mad Mulan vibes from this now that I look back on it, but I think it was something to do with one of my stories I was writing. I don't know. Look, I drew some abs. Not great, but I drew them. Trying those men again. This one's cool too. A little, like some demons in the hair. I really wanted to finish this. I never did though. This was a map for the book. I don't think this was my book. I think I drew this map, or my friend drew this map maybe. Looks like my handwriting though. But yeah, I think this was for her, not for me. Just a different look, like a different view. Then I drew, oh, this was actually, I drew this in 8th grade. I think this is the earliest. Does it have a date on the back? Nope. I remember because I had a friend that would draw chibis with these circle hands all the time. Anyway, there's no date on this one. I wore hoodies every single day, so it's like my backpack and my hoodie, and me as an anime character, I guess. That hairstyle I was talking about earlier. Okay, again, I got so much grief about this from my friends, but they're supposed to be like mid-transformation. My thought was that they had like powers or something and they were gonna transform, but whenever they started to transform, their transforming powers like mingled and then they like mixed together and it looks a lot worse than it is. There's that hair thing, but they're not doing anything, I promise. Just looking at these drawings, man, I have improved a lot. I'm gonna flip to one and I wanna show you guys like a before and after, kind of. So remember how I used to draw, let's look at 15, right? 15 was 14 years ago. So that's what I drew when I was 15. And I painted this in April. That is 14 years of improvement right there. So I guess my point is we all have to start somewhere, right? Remember how I can't draw guys? My attempt at a guy? A painting from February. You can do this. You all can do this. It just takes time. It takes practice. I could have been at this level much sooner if I had actually drawn every day like I was supposed to. But I didn't. So it took me 14 years to get to where I am. We all have to start somewhere. We all, have to learn. And anything that's worth doing takes practice. So yeah, that's my high school sketchbook. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you guys so much for being here for my 10th video. I am so excited. It's been a long road from this sketchbook to where I am today, and I've learned and I've grown so much, and I know that I'm gonna experience the same things with this YouTube channel. I can't thank you guys enough for being here with me, and I'm just really excited to keep making videos. As always, if you guys want to purchase some of my artwork, visit my website, chelseaostudio.com. And then if you want the behind the scenes of everything that happens, go check out my Instagram. Other than that, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next week for video 11. Bye!